Hello everybody and welcome to Car Confections. Now sitting behind us is the all-new 2024 Buick Envista, and this is an SUV that carries a very affordable price tag. So the thought occurred to us, have they cheaped out on stuff like sound deadening? Well, that's what we are going to be testing out today through several different sound level tests. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now here at Car Confections, one of the things we are known for is getting a sound level reading in our full reviews. In those, we conduct those at 55 miles per hour and compare them to different rivals. But we have gotten some suggestions from you guys that you might want to see a vehicle at various different speeds, and that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. So we've got our sound level reading, and we're going to compare our acceleration sound level reading. So under a full throttle acceleration, we're going to get 45 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour, and finally we're going to finish up at 75 miles per hour on the interstate, kind of that full speed that you're going to be traveling. That, of course, is going to give you that full spectrum of how the sound levels compare to each other. So we can't wait to get into that. Let's go ahead and get inside the vehicle and test out if this affordable Buick Envista does have enough sound deadening to still give you a nice Buick-like experience. All right, so we're out on the road for our first test. This one is going to be the 45 mile an hour test. So we are on a road with a 45 mile an hour speed limit. Obviously, we're not going 45 right now. We're setting at a red light, but once we pick up speed here, we're going to go ahead and give that test at 45 miles per hour, and then we're going to continue escalating the speed up to the interstate level, where we're going to get a 75 mile an hour speed test. So let's go ahead and get that first sample. All right, so we are going 45 miles per hour. Now we have fan speed on 1 for consistency's sake. Let's go ahead and get that sound level reading. All right, so we gave it a pretty good long sample there, and our 45 mile an hour reading here is 58.7 decibels. And the next reading that we're going to give you is the acceleration sound level reading, how much noise is entering the cabin when the engine is under stress, such as a hard acceleration. Let's get it. All right, 72.5 is what we got, 72.5 decibels.
If you're new here, we're brothers, and we've been reviewing cars since we were 12
and 16. We may be young, but we love cars.
And we'd love for you to subscribe to be a part of our Car Confections family. Let's learn a lot, have some fun with all the latest cars.
All right, guys, so of course, a lot of people on our channel really appreciate seeing the sound level readings in our average review. We take those at 55 miles an hour, but we do get some requests for doing interstate speed, that higher level of speed, and we're going to be checking that out here with the Envista today. We're going to go up to 75 miles an hour on I-75, the interstate. We're going to check that sound level reading for you guys. I will point out, the road has been recently paved. We can't really control if they paved the road recently or not, but they have actually just recently gone through here and repaved this. But this will still give us a good look at just how much louder it is versus what you get at a much lower speed. So let's get into that here. Okay. Currently going 73. We're stuck in a little bit of traffic here. I'm going to try and change lanes so we can get up to 75. right, so that was a nice, good sample there, and what we came to was 62 decibels.
Now we do want to talk a little bit here about these sound level readings that we're getting and what those numbers might mean to you all, because it's not exactly easy to comprehend maybe upon first review. So if you're new to like decibel sound level readings, of course they are on a logarithmic scale. So 58 compared to 62 is not exactly just a few decibel difference. You can hear quite a bit of a difference to the average human ear. Actually, as a matter of fact, the average adult can hear a 1 decibel difference. That's actually kind of where you get the 1 decibel reading from. So one of the things that I want to point out is that between 58 decibel reading, which is what we got going 45 miles an hour, and between our 75 mile an hour reading, a 4 decibel difference is going to be something that you can certainly notice, but it's honestly not as big of a difference as you might think. So I think the Envista has a pretty good level of sound deadening going on in here to make that difference not very much.
Yeah, and based on science that we have looked up, a 6 to 10 decibel difference is roughly a doubling in the perceived sound that you hear inside of your ears. So when you consider that, we're not actually doubling the sound from going 45 to 75, which is, of course, about doubling the speed. So that's a very interesting observation that we're making here with this Envista.
So in conclusion, how did the Buick Envista hold up? Well, Drew and I are pretty impressed with the sound levels of this vehicle. This landed pretty much middle of the pack when it comes to our 55 mile an hour speed test, which we do have plenty of comparison rivals to on carconfections.com/sound level readings. And I imagine it would compare very much similarly at different varying speeds. One of the things that I was most impressed with in our sound level test was the acceleration sound level. It got a score of around 72 decibels under full throttle acceleration. I think this is one of the quietest engines in the entire segment. So certainly, I don't think you're going to be missing out on that Buick experience with this affordable Envista. And guys, if you enjoyed watching this video, please hit that subscribe button down below. Like we've said throughout this video, we do sound level tests on all of the cars that we review. And if you enjoy getting that information, we would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. If you're already a part of our family, thank you so much for your continued support. And we'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.